My name is Aden Hynes. I'm from the UK. I am dyslexic and I am distinct. I'm a 3D commercial sculptor, and for the past 40 years I've been working for TV, film, theatre and the exhibition industry. I can remember not being able to read and write particularly well, and at school, and this was in my time, if you couldn't read or write, you were just a thickie. I had a problem speaking, and that was mainly because I had a really bad stammer, and I used to have to start a sentence off with saying, is it? Like, is it? Oh, it's sunny out today. Is it? How are you doing? I had no idea why I said, is it? But that was like a trigger, and I can carry on my conversation from there. And I still slip into it every now and again, which my boys are so proudly pulling me up on, which I don't mind. Again, I've grown up with it, so I have to take it on the chin. Well, one of my first encounters was I got paired up with somebody at school, and I thought it was going to be a one-to-one with a teacher, but it wasn't. I got paired up with this bully at the school, and he was a show-off and a loudmouth, and I thought, oh my God, he's going to tell the whole school within the hour how stupid I am. But when I got paired up with him, he was actually quite a nice guy. So thank you very much for being good to me. I really appreciate that. And I learned quite a bit at the time. I can also remember going to my senior school, and there was about 200 of us put in a big assembly room, and they called you out one by one in your grades. And everyone stood up in turn. They got introduced, and they called the name out and go with so-and-so teacher. At the end of the time, there was about 25 people left in a room, this great big room, and he said, you are the low achievers, please stand up everyone and go with Mr. Taylor. And I thought, they haven't even called our name out. I wanted people to know my name, and they didn't do that. Another thing we had was a careers talk. Well, what do you want to do for a living the rest of your life? And I said, well, I don't really know what I want to do. And he said, well, what does your dad do? And I said, well, he's a window cleaner. He said, okay, you do window cleaning then. And I can remember thinking, I really didn't want to do this. And I knew in my heart I didn't want to do it. And my art teacher was Mrs. Westerman, a fantastic art teacher. And she saw me looking a bit downhearted. And she says, well, you don't have to do that. How about going on to college? It's a 2-year foundation course in art. And I thought, I never even knew about this. I didn't know it existed at all. The first year, you go on a roundabout course. You do photography, art, illustration, graphics, life drawing, painting and 3D. And at the end of that first year, you choose one subject you really excelled in or you enjoyed most, and that was the 3D. And that's what I did for 2 years at college, and I loved it. At the end of it, they said, well, what do you want to do now? Do you want to go on for a BA honours degree in fine art sculpture? I went to Maidstone in Kent, and I studied this fine art course, which was a quite conceptual course, but I got to make a lot of things as well. After that, I came out, and everybody said, oh, like, now what, clever clogs? And my mum told me, stick to your strengths, try and find something in the art field or making things. So I did. I went 7 years freelance. I managed to walk around London with my big portfolio, and I found jobs in the model making shops and the theatres. After 7 years, with my wife Sue, I decided to, we decided to have a family, so that's what I did. I took the plunge and I hired out a studio in Basildon, my hometown, and now I've been running my studio for 40 years, and it's fantastic. I really don't know what else I would be doing in life. I've got sculpture all around the world, you know, Tokyo, Dubai, like all around Europe, America, everything. And I'm really, really proud of it. But one of the best things I have to say is we've got 4 boys now, myself and Sue, and I work with them, and they're all grown up now, and they're coming to the studio, and we get on great. And not many dads actually get to work with their sons or their daughters, but I do, and they're fantastic. They've all got their individual skills, and they play to their strengths. The brains of the family is Sue. She takes care of the bookwork, the accounts, dealing with all kind of issues on paper, the insurance and everything else, which is fantastic because this leaves me free to do what I'm good at. I never thought that I would be public speaking in my entire life, but I'm giving talks now to universities, schools, colleges, art societies, the WI, the Rotary clubs and all these sorts of places. And I show slides and presentation. And it's not something I have to work too hard at. I can just tell people what I've done. And I'm getting better and better at it. Although I really struggled in the beginning with the is-its and the stammer. My mother always told me there's more ways to skin a cat. If you can't find, or you can't read something, or you can't do something, there's another solution around it. And that has really put me in good stead. And that's, I think, a part of dyslexia. You look at the broader picture and you find a way around it somehow. I know I learn from repetition. I can read something, just about, but I don't learn from reading. I learn from practice and repetition and doing it. I think for dyslexic people, well, I think it is a really strange thing because you care about not being able to read or write or communicate properly more than other people do. You know, you put in this great big weight or burden on your shoulders, and really and truly, like, other people don't really care. It's you who cares more than them. The best thing you can do for dyslexic people is to encourage them. You're really quite good at this. You need to find a job in this, or just praise them. Because praise, it's funny how that goes a long, long way. Definitely choose something that you'll be happiest doing and become the best that you can be. And eventually people will pay you for a job you love, and you never get that Monday morning feeling. I am Aden Hynes in the UK. I am dyslexic and I am distinct. Thank you very much.